So this is how we can get our API key from weatherstack.com. So let us create a script. So here we using JS totally to fetch the data and to append the whole data to the website. So let us write a fetch function. It will take the parameter path. So paste it here. After that dot then and response. It's take a function. Let me create a arrow function. So in return we will get the response in JSON format, so that we will include return response dot JSON. So after that, then after getting the whole thing in JSON format, let us arrange the whole thing to data. After that, the total JSON format is kept in data variable. So the whole content is present in data. So inside of that function, let us console out the whole data, like console.log data. Let's save it. So refresh the page. Now inspect the page. The shortcut key is Ctrl Shift I for Windows, or simply right click on the page and go through inspect section. Now you can see in console section we got the JSON content. So you can see request, location India, and current. So the data successfully retrieved from the API key. So let us check for data dot location dot location dot country, for example. So in the console we have to see India. Yeah, now we can see India at the console. So the data is retrieving very good. So when we log out name, it will display the name. So New Delhi. That's really working fine. So let us build some cards to display the whole content in good manner. So the customer will like the UI what we designed. So let us create a variable with root equal to document dot body. So the whole body section is assigned to root, and then where section equal to. So let us create a section document dot create element section. So this function will let us provide a new section. So let us apply a class to it, like section dot class list add main. So here main is a class we are assigning to the section. So let us append the whole section to the body. So root dot append section. So let us check whether it is built or not. In elements, yeah, you can see section main. It's totally working fine. So copy the main class and apply some external styles to it, like display flex and flex wrap equal to wrap. So the whole content will be wrapped based upon the mobile device width, or it will make some responsive design to the website. So we are successfully created section and we are appended to that. So let us provide on click function. Whenever the button is click, we have to show the content. Okay. So let us create a function. Whenever the button is on click, we have to run the function get input value. This function will be called whenever we click on the button. So function get input value. Inside of the function, we will just write the whole thing, like let cont equal to content equal to like document dot get element by id. So in input box we have given an id called submit. So the value which were placed in that input box, we are getting through this function get input value. Whenever the button is clicked, this get input value function will be run, and thereby the value which is present in the input box will easily retrieved by us. So okay, inside of that we will run this fetch function too. So the content, for example, if you place Delhi in input box, that content will be stored in cont content. So let us paste it in the fetch link bar like content. If you search for New Delhi, it will show, or if you search for India, the same content will be retrieved by us from the API. So console.log data. So this is the main part. The main whole content will be based upon this little bit of function. Get input value. It is the main thing which we have to understand. Let us see how it works. Suppose let us search for India. Whenever I click on search bar, the API send me a request. So India. Let us search for New York. Now we can see the whole content will be retrieved. Yeah, we are getting the whole content about search for India or New York. The content will be getting very good. So all are working fine. So if search for Africa, it is showing. So our application is doing good. So okay, let us add some external properties to look somewhat better. Whenever I click on submit, the whole content is retrieving from the weatherstack.com. So let us remove this console.log and add some other properties. So whenever we click on submit button, we have to show the content in a cards form. Let us create a card with where item equal to document dot create element div. So we are creating a div and it is assigned to item. So let us add a class to it. Item dot class list dot add item. So here item is a class. We are assigning to div. So after that, append this to section. So section dot append item. So here append is function which will append the item to section. So let us see how it looks. Normally it won't appear in console because the whole content we are returning in script tag, so it won't appear, but its presence will be there in section. So let us create var with the details. So for example, name, country, region, the whole content we are retrieving from the API. So we have to store the whole content in a div. So we are taking it as an details. So let us create div with details. That is create element div which is assigned to details. So details dot class list dot add details. So here details is a class. I am using these classes just to provide external styles, so to look better. So item dot append details. So we have successfully appended details to the item. So let us add some external styles to it. So dot item. So here class, we can add styles to class by indicating dot item display flux, and flux wrap equal to wrap, and width equal to 45%, and margin 1%, and padding to 1%. So text align center, so the content will be aligned to the center, and border 1 pixel solid, dash ccc like C6AC F, anything you can add. So it is a light, somewhat lightish white color. So let us add some properties too. Whenever we hover on this card, it want to show some styles. So let us add some border to it. 1 pixel solid, and any color you like, or add box shadow, it will be better. So box shadow equal to 0, 8 pixel, 8 pixel, and minus 8 pixel, and C6C ACF. That's fine. So let us add some styles to details too. So dot details text align left, so the whole content will be aligned to the left, and display flux, justify content center, and flux direction column, margin left 5%, and margin top 20 pixel, and let us add some padding 2%, and finally margin 1%. So let us save how and see how it look like. So whenever I will submit when request, we have to show a code. So let us type India and search. Yeah, boom, we are getting a code successfully with hover effect. And data is also retrieved in the console. We don't want to bother about that. So we can compare any many number of times. Okay, so whenever I click on same button, you can see two cards are appeared. If I click for 4 times, 4 cards will be shown here. So the responsiveness also is too good. If we console out, the data will be shown in console. Otherwise, the data won't be shown in console. If I search for USA, the card will be shown whenever after clicking search button, and the data will be retrieved from WeatherStack API in object format. We can see in console. So all are working fine. Let us add some external styles to it and finally end up the session. So we can really get the whole content by using dot. Okay, suppose if I want to get the temperature, I can use data dot current dot temperature. This is how I can get the temperature. So where title equal to document dot create element. So I am creating a element paragraph tag. So I am assigning to title. So P for paragraph, and let us add a class for it, like, or else add content, where content equal to document dot create text node. Inside of that, name equal to, so I am getting the whole content from the API, so I am using plus data dot location dot name. So if I search for India, here we have to display India. Other else, if you search for New York, the whole thing want to display in the card. So then let us add a property, class property. So title dot class list dot add title. And finally title append to content. So we are appending the content to the title. So we can use append child or append. If we are using content to the tag, we can use append child, or else if we are appending a tag to the tag, we can use append. So append the whole thing to the details. So that is details dot append title. So let us add some styles for the title. So let us dot title. Let us add some font weight. Font weight bold, and color will be somewhat bluish color 3070D9, and font size 20 pixel. So here data.location.name, here we can see it is the whole content is data, and in location I'm getting the name. So let us see how it works. So let us search for the weather report for New York. So whenever I'll submit, the name should be appear in the card. Yeah, boom,